I love baseball cards. Got 'em, need 'em, got 'em, need 'em, need 'em, got 'em, got 'em, need 'em.
Alright, welcome back to another episode of Remember the Great Sports. This is a pickup video. These are not antique mall pickups or flea market pickups or even card show pickups. These are some pickups that I made on the internet, so eBay. And the cool thing about these cards is these are 5x7 cards that are oversized. And just to give you a comparison of how big these cards are, Mr. Mo Vaughn's going to help out. Mo Vaughn rookie card. And just to give you an idea of how big these cards are in comparison to a regular card. So, a little bit background on these. I went to search online for various items, and I wound up finding these for a very reasonable price, and these were relatively cheap, so I snatched them up, and I bought about 30 of these, and I'm going to go through these, and I'm probably going to split this up into two videos. But this video, I'm going to show you the ones that I purchased that I knew that I wanted. Then this Lorenzo Cain that I just showed you actually came in a random stack of 25. The seller was selling these at $1 for every 4, so a quarter a piece. So I contacted the seller after I won like 30 of his auctions, and I said, hey, you know, I'm a big Royals and Cardinal fan, so is there any chance you can kind of send me more Royals and Cardinals than the random 24 that you're going to send me? And he replied, yes, no problem. And I'm going to share those with you, but in the second part of this video shooting. These are just strictly going to be the ones that I purchased. I'll show you the random stack in the next video. So click in the link below. You'll definitely want to check that out after you're done watching this one. So I kind of put these in groups. I put them in groups by card manufacturer and or prospect type of groups. So you'll kind of get where I'm going with this after I'm done showing them to you. But the first one I want to show you is obviously this Tetsuto Yamada World Baseball Classic Japanese. And I also bought a Hyeon-Jung of Korea. And if you look really closely, I know it's kind of blurry there, but these are serial numbered 6 of 10. So there's only 10 of these in existence in the entire world, which is pretty cool. So I grabbed that one. I also grabbed Tomoyoki Sugano, also of the World Baseball Classic. I also grabbed from the World Baseball Classic, and these are all again 6 of 10s. And this one is Takahiro Norimoto, and I apologize if I'm pronouncing these names wrong. I'm not purposely doing that. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit so we can see these at a wider angle so you guys can see them a little better as the audience. Now, sticking with Asian-born players, I picked up a Kenta Mata Father's Day card. And this one is numbered to 49. And I'm not sure what brand this is. This is Topps, obviously. Topps Salute. There we go. I don't know if, I don't buy new cards, so I don't know if these are regular size cards or not, or these are just special box toppers that were made specifically for that. Now, sticking with the Asian baseball theme, how can you not purchase this guy? And this is an Ichiro Topps Salute, numbered to 49, Mother's Day, 5x7 Ichiro card. So just wanted to share the Asian players that I picked up in this lot. I'm gonna kind of move a little fast, so I just wanted to make sure you guys got a chance to see them all. So moving on to the next stack, we'll call this the Legend stack. And out of that same Top Salute set, numbered to 49, is a Jim Palmer. And how can you go wrong with a Jim Palmer, was my philosophy. So many of you know, I've mentioned this in my channels before, that I love collecting oversized cards. Whenever I see people in person, I try to get my oversized card signed. Kind of an annoying thing to carry around because they don't necessarily fit in albums or whatever, so I kind of treat them like an 8x10 and I get them signed. But if I ever get an opportunity to meet Jim Palmer, this will be the item that I ask him to sign. So sticking with the Legends, these are awesome. These bring me back to my childhood. And I can almost guarantee the three that I'm going to show you, if you collected in the 80s, you had these cards, or if not, you've bought them since you've become an adult just for the nostalgia purpose. But I remember specifically having this card, pulling it out of a pack, and that is a silver edition Tom Glavine, numbered to 49. And if you look on the back, it's, I guess, anthology is what it is. It's an exact replica of the 1988 Topps. Stats, everything. And I remember getting, sorry about the blurriness there. Alright, we'll cut that. Going back to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I remember getting that card out of a pack. Now, if I were still to look for that card in my collection to this day, it would probably be trashed. I mean, corners bent in half, whatever. But I remember having that, and Tom Glavine wasn't anybody in 1988. Nobody knew who he was. He really didn't hit the major scene until about 1990. But I remember specifically getting that rookie. Now, these next two, I almost guarantee everybody had at one point. That's the 86 Topps traded Jose Canseco, numbered to 49 again. And if you look at the back, exactly a replica of that card from back in the day. Beautiful cards. Alright, so the final one out of that set that I picked up is none other than the Rocket himself, the Roger Clemens rookie card, numbered to 49. And again, beautiful cards. Absolutely beautiful. So, moving on from this pile, we'll call that the Legends section of the video. Although some of the ones that I'm going to show you will be Legends. Not that Ichiro's not a legend, but the ones that I'm about to show you are going to be Legends probably by the time they're done as well. Now this set is absolutely cool. The 1969 set. And that is a Max Scherzer, numbered to 49. Washington Nationals. Absolutely gorgeous. And a Manny Machado from the same set. Now this next set is absolutely cool. I remember watching another YouTuber's channel saying that they had a complete set of these. It took them a while to complete it, but they finally did. And that is the Topps Game oversized cards. Blue backs, just like the original. And that's a Nolan Arenado, numbered to 49. Going back to the Manny Machado and Scherzer here, check out the back of these things. Wow. They are true to form. That is what those used to look like back in the day. That is cool as can be. But going back to the Arenado, there is the Claude Osteen that if you saw in a Through the Mail pickups video that I recently picked up through the mail, and you can see they can almost make 4 cards out of that one card. So these cards are 4 times the size of the originals. And I don't have any of these laying around, but I know I got a few in my collection somewhere. But these are smaller cards too, originally. So sticking with the Topps game theme, here's a Hunter Renfroe, numbered to 49. And he is a very up-and-coming star with the Padres. And last but not least, hopefully all the Yankees fans are watching. Although he's in his Marlins uniform, here is Giancarlo Stanton, numbered to 49. So, very happy to add those to my collection as well. Not that I ever expect to get them autographed. Maybe Hunter Renfroe, I heard he's a pretty good signer. So, very happy to add those. Now this next section, pretty cool oddball group. I'll show you the 2 like ones, and I'll go to the 2 oddball ones. And the first one is a Eric Hosmer, then and now Bowman, numbered to 49. And the next one out of that same set is a Andrew McCutchen, the newest San Francisco Giants center fielder, numbered to 49. And I actually have that rookie card signed by him. I actually saw Andrew play when he was in Indianapolis in AAA many years ago, and had him sign a few of those for me. So I guess if you're technically interested in trading for a signed version of that rookie card, I might be able to trade you one if you're interested. Now these other ones aren't superstars. They're good, but they're not in the Giancarlo Stanton, Bryce Harper category. And for the Yankees fans, here's a Didi Gregorius. And this one's numbered to 99. And this is simply a 2017 Topps. Nothing insertish about that. Now this next one is absolutely cool, because this brings me back to my childhood, kind of like that Tommy Glavine. And I bought the heck out of these cards back in the day. And that is an Addison Russell 1987 replica, 50th anniversary, numbered to 10. And it's a replica of the 87 Topps, and if you look on the back, identical to the 87 Topps from back in the day. And it's even got the Future Stars insignia at the bottom, like the famous Bo Jackson card and the Rafi Palmeiro card, which is out of that set. Now I got this last one for a special YouTuber who I know is going to love this one, and you know who you are. She has shared her story recently with Miguel Cabrera about how she's met him. So here's a Topps gold label, Miguel Cabrera, numbered to 10. Only 10 of these in existence, and I have one. Very happy to have that. And that is a replica of the 2016, I believe, gold label set. Again, I don't collect newer cards, so if I'm incorrect on the sets, I do apologize. So, very happy to add all of those to the collection. Very neat. Alright. Now, this next stack is a identical stack, meaning it's the same set, and these are Topps Tech. And it looks like 2016 or 2017. Again, I apologize. And the first two, we'll start with the Cardinals. There's a Luke Weaver, Topps Tech, numbered to 49. And if you know your Topps Tech cards, those are the cards with the clearness in them. And I wish I had an example to show you, but I just don't collect newer cards. And if you look on the back, there's white spots on the back of the cards, where normally that'd be a see-through type of material that the actual card is made out of. So there's a Luke Weaver. Now to add to the Cardinals suit, we also have an Alex Reyes, numbered to 49. Reyes started the year on the DL for the Cardinals, so hopefully he can get it together. Kind of a little worried because he missed all last season. Now he's on the shelf already this season, so we'll see how that goes. With the Brewers, numbered to 49, I have Orlando Arcia, another great one, up-and-coming star with the Brewers. And with the White Sox, a Yoan Moncada, numbered to 49. And he's another young star with the White Sox organization. We got two more out of this set. And finally, we already talked about him already, but another Hunter Renfroe. Very good hitter for the Padres. And probably my favorite one that I picked up is former World Series champion from 2017, Alex Bregman, numbered to 49. So very happy to add these Topps Tech 5x7s to my collection. Again, I don't expect to get too many of these signed. Maybe I'll see Weaver and Reyes in the future, but the other guys, probably unlikely I'll ever get those signed. So, going on the autograph theme, this next collection are guys that I thought I might have access to in the minor leagues that I might be able to get to sign. So, these are only numbered to 10, so I'll talk a little bit about these guys, each one of them, and kind of give you an idea of what I think about their prospect status. So the first one is out of Topps Pro Debut, and I believe these are 16s, and these are numbered to 10, and this is Sheldon Neuse. And Sheldon is currently in the Oakland A's organization. On that card, he's with the Nationals. But he was traded last year during the trading deadline, somewhere around there, for Sean Doolittle when the Nationals were making the run for the playoffs last year. If you guys remember them playing the Cubs in the playoffs and the other teams that they played. But Neuse came over to the A's when Sean Doolittle was traded to the Nationals. So hopefully I'll get a chance to see him, and don't know much about him because I don't follow the Nationals minor leaguers that closely. So hopefully that was a good pickup. We'll see. Only time will tell. Now this next one was the Cardinals' first round pick from about 2016, if I'm not mistaken. And that is Delvin Perez. And that's also numbered out of 10. Delvin did not play much last year. He struggled a little bit when he turned pro. So the Cardinals hopefully will have a pretty big season out of him in this upcoming year to kind of see where he stands in the prospect world. Right now I would call him kind of like a sleeper. I wouldn't necessarily invest a whole lot of money in his cards because it may be a risky investment. With that being said, this next guy is my sleeper for a good investment. And that is DJ Peters, outfielder for the Dodgers. And if you look on the back of his card, the stats are kind of hard to see. But look what he did in Ogden, rookie ball, in 2016. Batted .350, 13 home runs, had an on-base percentage of over 1,000, but his strikeouts were a little high. So that is a little bit of a concern in only 66 games, but this is a big-time dude, meaning he's like 6'6", has good bat control from what I understand. I've read some articles about him in the through the Dodgers organization, and they have high hopes for this guy. This potentially could be the next Aaron Judge. And I'm not comparing him because of their size, but because of how they hit. This guy could be a monster in LA, and it may be sooner than you think. I don't know where they're at on the Yasiel Puig contract, but this guy may be the guy that replaces Puig when his contract is up. Now this next guy, is a Padres farmhand, and he was a first-round pick in 16 as well. And I don't know much about him because I haven't seen him, but I hope to eventually. And that is Hudson Potts. And Potts played at the lower levels this past season. Did average. I don't think he really lit the world on fire, but he did a pretty good job, from what I understand. And obviously, in the Padres organization, you're going to get every opportunity because the Padres don't have a lot of money to spend on free agents, although they did sign Hosmer for a ridiculous amount of money. But being a prospect in the Padres organization is only going to help your status move up the ladder to the majors. With that said, I was actually at the Double-A debut of this next guy last season, and this is also a first-round pick by the Padres in 2016, and that is Eric Lauer. Now, Eric Lauer is a lefty out of Kent State University. He played college ball and was discovered at Kent State, which is not really known for baseball. And the Padres took him with their first-round selection. The game that I was at, I want to say that he went almost 8 innings pitching that game, until I think the 9th when they took him out eventually. He didn't go for a complete game, but I saw this kid pitch, and I was like, wow, you just know sometimes when you see somebody in the minor leagues, you're like, that's a major leaguer. That's the impression that I got with Eric Lauer. I saw him, and I'm like, he's moving up through the Padres organization. And again, going back to Hudson Potts, if you're in the Padres organization, you're going to get a shot. No doubt about it. So this final guy was just recently suspended for the first 50 games of the season. But this is another huge prospect, and that is Forrest Whitley. Now, Whitley, from what I've read, is only 20 years old, and he has 5 pitches in his arsenal. To think that a guy out of high school, at only 20 years old, has 5 dominant pitches is crazy. Now, the setback obviously was that he got suspended for 50 games. I don't know the details of the suspension. I just happened to see it, run across the transactions not too long ago. But Whitley's in an organization that he doesn't need to be rushed. Meaning, we all know who the Astros have on their pitching staff now. They don't necessarily need to rely on a 20-year-old kid to come up there and bolster their lineup, kind of like how the Padres might. So, I look for good things out of this kid. Yeah, he had a setback, but that's the way it is. So, in closing, I want to thank you for watching. I'm very excited to add these to the collection. Nice big old stack here. And be sure to watch the second video where I'll go through that random 24 and kind of share with you my thoughts on those as well. But thanks for watching, and comment below if you enjoy these cards. Hopefully I covered one of your favorite players and one of your favorite teams. Thanks.